Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so, rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Hello, hello. My name is Emma. I am the Dungeon Master of DnDVL, also known as the DM. And we are here today to bring you a wonderful, wonderful episode of Season 1. I mean, not Season 1, we're past Season 1. Season 2 of DnDVL. And we are here today with our lovely board opper, Jerry.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jerry.
Next up for player-wise, we have Bree.
Hi guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. Who are you playing?
I am once again playing Dylan Colosi. No longer supported by her brother, also Dylan Colosi. She's on her own this time.
Amazing. Next up, we have some new faces. Well, some new, some somewhat new, but we have Andrew.
Hello, my name is Andrew Ryan, and I will be playing my favorite character, Fezzik. He is a 8'7" idiot half giant who just loves making friends and all that good stuff.
Next up, we have Sawyer.
Hello, my name is Sawyer. I'm going to be playing Brian Grayson, but he's recently been learning a little bit more, and he is now an artificer.
Okay.
And he is an alchemist.
Ooh, sounds fun, sounds fun. And lastly, we have a completely new face to DnDVL. First time on, Twilin.
Hello, I'm Twilin. I'll be playing Spectrum, a little fairy sorcerer.
Ooh, okay. And so let me start doing some stuff. Doing some fun stuff. If you sorry. I'm not used to doing a couple different things at once, but we're gonna try it.
You're doing terrific.
Thank you.
I believe in you, bestie.
Do I get inspiration dice for supporting the DM?
Yes.
Can
Hooray.
I too?
Jerry, your microphone's no longer on, bud. Unless you want it to be on. Do you want to speak?
Speak to us, Jerry.
Hi.
Hello.
That is all I had to say.
Thanks, Jerry.
Okay. And Jerry,
Into the
obviously,
void.
you know. Okay. So my microphone all over the place today. So, something we didn't do last season is sort of discuss character choices and what classes everyone was, and sort of discuss like the bare bones of it. So, on this first episode of season 2, we're gonna talk about that. But before I do, I'm just gonna discuss a couple of things. The fact that DnDVL is a show completely made up of fiction. None of it is real whatsoever. Everything we say and do is acts of fiction. We're not actually doing them. And yeah, also, Bree, if for some reason someone wants to, play D&D here on the SUNY Fredonia campus, but, maybe doesn't have a party to hang out with regularly, but still wants to get in that, little session of D&D, where should they go?
I see I'm the one that's doing the sponsorship this time.
Yes.
Well, Fredonia has a D&D club on campus. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m., typically in the Williams Center. Room, 204, ABC, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while. Numbers don't work for me anymore.
Valid. And yeah, with that out of the way, we're gonna just start talking about character stuff. And before we started recording the episode, Andrew had a little question for me that he started asking me, but then I was like, wait, save it for the
phone.
episode. Exactly. So if you want to start asking your question,
Yeah, I'm honored that you thought it was that good of a question to have. I'm
It's-
flattered.
it's such an amazing
Um,
question.
So, do you want me to preface a little bit and then ask?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm playing, once again, Fezzik, inspired by the lovable Princess Bride character played by Andre the Giant. Gentle, idiotic, very large. And so when you do attack in D&D, you usually do, I think it's a D4, so the max you can get is 4 and you add your strength. So maybe 9. I could do maybe 11 points of damage. But, you watch the movie and he's like, jog his memory and he puts the guy out with a single swat of his hand, stuff like that. And I was like, man, for a guy who's 8'7", that's not a lot of damage. So my question to you, to convince you as the DM, is if I could potentially be allowed to use a larger dice instead of a D4, because I am just very big and feel like my punches should, hit a little harder. But that's entirely up to you as the DM.
Completely valid. I'm trying to think. Tell me a dice that you're sort of hoping for. What?
Ooh, okay. Aim big, miss big. I'm hoping for a D8, but I understand that that's a lot. So I would compromise to D6.
All right.
But I'd be a little sad, but I'd understand because I don't want to.
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh. Okay, which one, guys? This is a big. Which one do I use?
The
Purple.
one.
Purple. Purple.
Yeah.
Nice.
How's persuasion character or me? I don't know what my real life charisma is, but that's an 18.
18? Use the D8.
Hooray! Thank you.
No problem.
New favorite DM.
All right, so let's just start talking about character stuff. Really, anyone who wants to go first, talking about their character choices, what brought them to, sort of designing their character.
I can go.
Okay.
Essentially, coming in as a new person, I decided to check with the others, see what everyone else wanted to play, and then I wanted to fit into a role that we may not have filled. We have a smart artificer. We have our wise but likely dexterous and strong ranger, and then we have big, strong.
Not smart.
Big, strong barbarian. And so I'm like, well, I guess we don't have a talker here. So I will do a charisma character.
Nice.
And so that's what I did. I'm like, okay, I'll do some spell casting. Also, we needed some probably more intense healing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I decided to do Divine Soul Sorcerer, which has healing and stuff to it, but also big damage stuff too.
Okay.
That's fun.
Alrighty.
I also have one level of Cleric because I wanted armor.
Completely valid. Completely
You
valid.
don't want to be squishy.
Can't.
I'm not because I took the tough feat. So I am a Tink sorcerer.
Oh my gosh, you're 3 feet tall and you're a tank.
I have 115 health.
Wait, hang on.
That's a
Actually,
lot.
wait. Oh my gosh, same.
Aw.
Nice.
Alrighty. And sorry, I was focusing on management stuff, like managing the board. But did you give a brief description of how your character looks?
Oh, not yet. My character is a little fairy. They will eventually have some armor on them, but currently they are just wearing some colorful robes. They have dyed their hair multicolored, and they have rainbow butterfly wings, and they are a palish purple skin tone.
Ooh, okay. Sounds pretty cool. Anyone else wanna?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead. So, Brian Grayson, in his now a few years of studying alchemy, inside he's developed a very, very pale complexion. He's not super tall, but he wears a cloak of that is black, and it's a cloak of the bat. But he's very he holds himself very highly, but he's willing to get down and dirty when is necessary.
Alrighty. Sorry, once again, did you discuss like class and whatnot, like what subclass?
So I'm going to be an alchemist artificer.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm sorry, I'm so out of it today.
You're all good. No worries. Where I just wanted to make sure if this is okay. Could the magic spells that I have be potions?
Of course.
Okay, perfect.
Like a Minecraft splash potion.
Yeah. No,
Just
basically.
throwing potions, yeah.
it.
I love that.
Especially if it's acid splash. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
throw a potion at them.
I'm
yeah.
so excited.
Yeah. I love little details like that where it's like sort of just like oh, I'm gonna cast my spell, but I'm gonna like take one of the potions off my belt, throw it
Yep.
on the floor.
Oh, you already know I have a Batman compartment belt.
Yes,
you know?
yes. Use your teeth like it's a grenade and pull the cord.
Oh yeah.
I
Yep.
love that.
And I also can forge certain magical items that I will probably be doling out at some point.
Please
And I can replicate them.
give them to the toddler of the group. Please.
The Todd, yeah, the big guy who wants to play with things.
Yeah. Shiny.
Alrighty. Who else wants to go?
Do you wanna
I'm reading right now.
Okay, I'll go. So, Fezzik, a little bit about him. This has kind of been the one character that I played, and I've just had so much fun with it. He's just a big idiot, but very strong. Very kind of the gentle giant, except when it comes to enemies and stuff. But he's about 8'7", weighing in at about probably like 600 pounds, like just mass. You know, he's got lots of muscle, but you know, a guy. He likes to chow down. Kind of hair very similar to mine, you know, shoulder length, curly mustache, all that good stuff. And he's a barbarian, so he can do a lot of damage. I'm also doing the bear totem, which a lot of people don't like because it makes them very hard to kill. But my thinking, a big character trait in the way I kind of play is he doesn't really think about danger. He just kind of goes in to help his friends. So having some perks that make me a little harder to kill is definitely helpful when I'm seeing a friend in danger. But he wears, he's kind of dressed like Fezzik from The Princess Bride, except he wears a shirt with like the sleeves ripped off to show his arms, and he's covered in scars and bites from animals and stuff. And he wears a piece of fur, a shawl around his neck, and he's got a little like necklace that he wears, and yeah. Oh, and he's got like stuff on his hands too because of like the punch stuff. So he's got like bracers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
And then our returning like full-time host.
So last season, I played Dylan Colosi. She's returning, but not as a rogue arcane trickster. She's now a ranger fey wanderer. I thankfully was able to talk to Emma, and we made something work to where I had I still had my proficiency in my expertise in certain things from the ranger, so she may or may not be broken.
She's a little bit broken.
She's a little broken. I should not have a 13 in stealth.
But you do.
That's super sneaky.
It's funnier because I have scale mail.
Clink, clink.
Lowest I can roll is a 14.
That's wow.
Another fun thing about her is she no longer has a rapier of warning.
Ooh.
It is now a longbow of warning that she inherited from her brother, who may or may not have disappeared last time. We don't talk about that. That's a lot of trauma. I've played a ranger before, and a Fey Wanderer one. So I know what I'm doing somewhat. I just haven't played it this high of level, which is interesting. I'm trying to find the picture I have of her again. There it is. Okay. Brief description of her. She still has her blonde hair from before, but now it fades into like a pink into a brown. And she's still pretty pasty with a green dress and light green cloak.
Alrighty. I'm trying to think. How many of you listened to the episodes from season 1? No shame if you didn't. Honestly.
I listened to a few here and there.
Just a few for me, just a few around when I joined in.
I will say I've never listened to a full one, but I have like skipped through bits and pieces just to kind of get a vibe of how you guys do things.
Completely valid.
I listened as we recorded because I was here for all of them.
Nice. Front row seating.
Woo. Alrighty. Twilin, you ever watch any of the episodes?
I didn't know they existed until I saw the advertisement for players.
Completely valid. Which, by the way, if you want to guest host on DnDVL, reach out. You know, we're always looking for some guest players, which we will have a guest player on next episode, but that's a secret till then.
Ooh.
XO, Gossip Girl. It's a secret I'll never tell.
It's me. I'm Gossip Girl.
But yeah, we're gonna just start. Well, let's do a quick recap from last season, since obviously last season's events sort of affect some people a little bit more drastically than others. Bree, you want to discuss Dylan's character arc from last season?
Well, so when we were in the Feywilds, we were told very, very big rules, such as don't take without, like, at least not, like, paying, but, like, offering something of the same value in return. Dylan may or may not, I'm not confirming nor denying, broken that rule.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. And her consequence to that was losing her brother. So now she is separated from her twin.
Aww.
And how exactly did her twin Dill disappear?
As we've discussed, all I can think about is the Stairway to Heaven allegory of following quote-unquote Corellin.
Oh, that quote-unquote Corellin.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously Fezzik was there also.
Yeah, he doesn't remember too much, though. Well, he does. He just kind of was literally woken up by someone falling on him, so he was not too in tune to what was going on. But that's usually the case. I'd say he definitely recognizes Dylan,
This is a history check.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Should we roll a history check to
Go
see?
ahead.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
'Cause I remember we made that joke.
yeah, I recognize someone that I've seen with my eyes. Good. That's a good start.
Thank God.
I'm not that stupid.
Alrighty. Try to think. And obviously Sawyer was there for the last episode, but I forget, are you still playing the character that was on for the last episode?
Same name,
Same name?
different
That-
class.
That's why I was like sort of thinking like, oh, I'm pretty sure the character's name was Brian, but like, is it the same Brian, you know?
Yeah, very very similar. It's just he's not a barbarian.
Kind of Dylan Corp.
Let's
Yeah.
see if Fezzik will know that you're not the same Brian. Oof.
Oh.
I wonder if an 8. I wonder if he'll confuse
Oh.
you guys.
I think
I guess only time will tell.
so. The real visual difference is now Brian has a black cloak. Basically, he's still wearing
Ooh,
like
okay.
studded leather in his front and leather trousers.
Okay.
But now he has a black coat, and from studying and from being stressed
Yeah.
with his potions, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
He has some gray streaks in his hair, so he looks older. So you might not.
I knew a Brian once. He was a lot smellier.
Oh, really? Indubitably.
Okay. Now then, is there any like questions you have for the DM? Anything that you wanna sort of, I guess, try to bribe me with, or you know, be like, Miss DM, can I have so and so, or like X, Y, and Z?
I think so. My AC is currently 18, I believe, because I bought splint armor at some point. So I want to check and make sure that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's completely
Okay.
fine with me.
Cool.
Yeah, I would also like to get some armor.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I can maybe half plate or something.
Yeah, definitely. I would say half plate makes sense. Mostly because also I forgot to mention, for all of you at home, we are starting at level 14. So this is gonna be a campaign that's a little bit more on the higher level side, along with the simple fact that we're no longer using a module because
Oh gosh.
last semester I was using a module, but I ended up sort of ditching it halfway through, and I was like, ooh,
So what you're saying is we're just at the mercy of your imagination.
yeah.
I'm sweating profusely.
Oh, terrified.
Emma's already getting the look from me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Also, would we have like because I'm coming in with absolutely no extra stuff other than I just got this half plate. Are we starting with any magic items? Like a certain level, like uncommon, rare, or whatever?
I would say you can definitely take on one rare magic item, or if you want to do, or like just any rare item, or if you want to do something where it's like 2 uncommon, one common sort of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna do my lucky rock.
Okay.
Never fails.
Gotta trust in the lucky rock.
Gotcha. I got it here with me in the studio. I actually, for those of us who can't see what I'm doing now, I actually have a rock that I carry with me. It's my lucky rock. Not all the time.
Ooh.
I like rocks. They help me sleep.
Rocks are great.
They're great.
It reminds me of like I'm trying to think. It was in one cartoon where the characters had to sleep on. I think it was Fairly Odd Parents, where like someone had to sleep on like on a concrete bed or on like a concrete ball, something of the sort, because they went back in time to like the cavestone era or something. I forget, but that just reminded me of it.
I mean, Fezzik does sleep on rocks. He can sleep anywhere. Many a story of Fezzik has started with him like on a boulder or under one. You know.
So I'm looking at the stuff for Fey Wanderer, and I totally forgot about the Feywild gifts. One of the options I have are horns or antlers sprouting from my head, and I totally forgot that she does have like a crown that has antlers on it. So this is really fitting. I just noticed this. That's happening.
Jerry,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good on this fine Sunday afternoon.
Jerry, what day is it? Like Sunday-wise for sports-related things.
As of right now, it is February 11th.
So obviously we're missing the Super Bowl to play D&D.
Yeah.
Go, 49.
Actually, I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave here really soon.
Yeah. I'll be back at halftime. Don't worry.
But yeah, goodbye, Jerry. I'm turning off your microphone.
No, Jerry. We love Jerry.
No, not
Bye, Jerry.
Jerry.
That's the quest. We gotta get Jerry back.
We've got to go and find Jerry.
Find Jerry. Now, any other questions for the DM?
Can I please have an array of potions already made, such as some health potions and the sort?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Oh, another DM question. If just like what chat should we use for like questions with you or like among ourselves in here?
Of course. So, for many of you at home, we sort of operate when we're not recording episodes or somewhat during episodes through a Discord server. And we are a lot of the images I'll like show to the cast, I'll put in the Discord server. For this, if you want to sort of like discuss things during the episode, like some things you notice or whatnot, if you look under lobby, there should be a little section that says chat zone.
Okay.
That's where we'll like mostly be communicating
Okay.
throughout the episode.
So if I want to ask like, you guys want me to go kill these kobolds, or like, oh, I can send it in there to like check if I should or shouldn't do something with my team, right?
You could do that. You could also just say it out loud if
Well,
you
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to.
I mean, like on a player level, like,
Yeah.
guys, I'm lost. I don't know what to do with this half giant.
Yeah.
That is mine.
Yeah, if you want to do that, go
Cool.
right ahead.
cool.
Oh,
Also,
shoot, I just realized another thing. May I also have a shield?
sure. Okay, let me do.
Or maybe I make a choose a shield as a magic item. Might do that.
Bree, background noise. Start.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
So, how is everyone doing? Is everyone excited for the campaign?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't really told the people at home what's going on, but you know.
I want to know. I'm so excited. I'm on the edge of my seat. No, I'm not really. I'm just sitting in it normally.
Honestly, same. I'm sort of on the edge of my seat, though.
You're on the edge of our suite?
Yeah, I'm on the.
Wait, there's treats?
Oh, boy. We're going to have fun.
We are gonna have
Oh,
fun.
I'm so excited.
Is there any other questions?
How are you, Emma?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I am sort of trying to get myself back into the layout of things. Unfortunately, this season we don't have Elena board hopping for us, so it's me and Jerry here sort of board hopping and trying to, get a hang of things.
Yeah.
And
I believe in you.
Yeah, you guys are going to do great.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
we're gonna be so amazing, right, Jerry?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I love your confidence, Jerry.
Yeah, that's some real good confidence.
Yeah.
Right
Gotta
there.
stay optimistic, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Alrighty. Wow, you just turned off your microphone. Okay, I see how it is. But yeah, how's everyone's character sheets going? Because I know we also discussed a little bit before recording today that that stuff was, well, specifically with Bree, she was speed running her character sheet.
I literally texted Emma earlier on my way back. POV, you're me speed running your character sheet.
Yeah, same here, basically.
I did not do my homework, but it is done now, so Silver Star, maybe? Gold Star?
Gold star?
Gold star.
Oh,
Alrighty. How we feeling about maybe starting?
yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Feeling pretty
Please.
good. Feeling pretty
I think I
okay.
have most of my major stuff written down.
Yeah.
That's all that
Right.
matters.
I also
honestly.
have 5e tools open on my phone and on my iPad.
Oh gosh, yeah, nice.
Alrighty. So, drip, drip, drop. Dylan, one Dylan Colosi, a singular one, if you will.
What's the plural of Dylan Colosi?
Colosai.
Colosi?
Colosi. But unfortunately, there's only one right now. What a shame. But you find yourself on sort of waking up, feeling some type of water sort of hit the center of your forehead. A little bit dazed and confused, not knowing how you got there. Besides remembering that you were falling and falling and falling. When you awake, you notice that it's almost a nothingness abyss. Not much in front of you, besides sort of like a little echo and a thin layer of water that coats the bottom of the floor. Do you get up?
Yeah, she's definitely sitting up and kind of looking around her, trying to get a bearing on where she is. If she can get a bearing, that is.
All right. Do you want to roll investigation?
Oh, I'm not good at these. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's okay, me neither.
That's a 5. Womp womp.
So you're sort of looking around at the moment, and you see nothing all around you. It is horrifying. You are just in a black void with nowhere to go, and just echoes every time you move slightly in the water. It would be really bad if you need to, if you're thirsty or something. I don't know.
Drink the water.
Yum yum yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh yeah, custard damage has returned.
Custard damage was so good. I need to bring it back. But we move on to Fezzik. Once again, drip, drip, drop. And you sort of awake, face down in like the thin layer of water on the floor.
Wait, is Fezzik already drowning?
Yeah, what's the damage on that?
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, gosh. Ooh, that's going to be... How's a 19 sound?
19, you sort of just wake up. You know the one vine where it's like, hello?
Yes. Hello?
You hear that hello sort of echo back at you.
Who is that?
Once again, you hear it echo back at
Who's
you.
copying me?
It's just the Grinch scene.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than you. No, you're not.
Dylan, you hear this, but you sort of think it's just your imagination. It's G haunting you
Oh,
from
no.
the greater beyond or something.
Not the clown. Not the real, genuine clown.
Yeah. Then we move on to Brian.
Oh.
Brian, once again, drip, drip, drop. This time you think it's one of your potions leaking out, sort of just onto you. Maybe you like threw something and it backfired, but you sort of wake up. And once again, a nothingness abyss.
So Brian, hears the dripping noise and checks his belt and his bag of holding to make sure that nothing is spilled out or is actively spilling. And he takes a big look around at nothing. And he says, "Well, I guess this is it. I'm finally done." And then he just waits.
I'm so glad you're at peace with it. First session, we're already dead.
We're already dead. Already dead.
One's probably crazy. One almost drowned.
Yeah.
And just
And
Dead.
one's content.
Yeah.
Already. Sorry, I'm reading stuff on our server right now. Okay, Bree, go ahead, do that.
yay!
Go ahead.
Yippee!
But yeah, sorry about that. I was discussing some board hopping things with Jerry, but what was Brian doing again?
Brian sat up, checked his items, and then said a little like just a little word to himself aloud.
What word?
What word?
Well, I
That he-
guess this is it. I'm finally done. I'm writing notes.
Oh,
I
you
love it.
nice.
Oh.
Well, I guess this is
I
it.
thought you were just going to say a random word like stupendous or flibber flabber.
Stupendous. Mm.
Damn.
But Brian is he's sitting up and looking around now, just kind of wondering what's next.
If you want to roll me investigation, go right ahead.
Oh, sure, I would love to. 17.
17. So you definitely hear the other two sort of mumbling to themselves, not realizing like who exactly they're talking to. But you also see right in front of you sort of like a destination signpost. A lot of the stuff is crossed out or a lot of the letters are jumbled, but each of them have the same letters, which is T, H, E, N, and D. And one of the little signposts says the end, and it points just in front of you. But you don't see anything in front of you.
Why is it so dark?
I
Just Fezzik in the
And it
distance.
goes back.
I hear Fezzik and I say, "Oh, that lumbering oaf? He's here too?"
Oh, wait, do you know Fezzik or?
Well, Brian remembers him. Well, Brian being an alchemist is just a revamp. It's just retro.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Fezzik won't remember him.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all cool, bro. But what do you do?
So I walk up to the sign and I look where it's pointing, and then I take a really deep breath. Welp. And then I start walking towards where the sign is pointing.
Okay. Now then, we're gonna move on to Need to look at some stuff. Quick, Fezzik, mumble more to yourself.
It's dark and there's water. I'm scared, so I'm singing a song to keep me not scared. Just like Gram and Pop used to
Is
do.
Fezzik just Buddy the Elf?
Ooh. Yes, somewhat. Yes. Short answer, yes. Long answer, also yes. And there's water. Actually, this water's pretty fun. I'm gonna start like splishing in the water like a kid and like giggling. It's so funny.
Alrighty.
Causing a commotion.
Spectrum. So you awake. You hear the subtle splashing as you also experience a drip, drip, drop in the center of your forehead. You're sort of laying down, once again being met with a nothingness abyss. What do you do?
Spectrum will take to the air above the water and look around frantically. Where am I? Hello? Who's out there?
Splash.
Okay.
Almost splashing.
If you want to roll me an investigation check, go right ahead.
That is. We'll see. Got nothing there. A whole 7 on the die.
Hey, better than what I rolled. I rolled a 5.
So, because you're sort of in this like frantic state, you're not able to logically think through some of your choices. Such as, looking around you, trying to like gather your bearings. Instead, you sort of just start flying maybe in a certain direction. And I need a dexterity saving throw from Spectrum and Brian.
Yep, I guessed it.
Should have played in the water.
Oh, an
Should've just sat
unnatural
there.
20.
Okay.
13.
13. So, Brian, you're sort of walking, and you start to hear a little bit of fluttering coming your way. You sort of just stand there as you watch this, like, fairy sort of just dart past you. And Spectrum, you notice, like, wait a minute, I just passed by someone.
Cartoon scream in the middle of the air.
Yeah.
And then Spectrum will then turn around and be like, a person! Hello! Hi!
Thing. Hello.
Thing.
You
Hello.
seem to be floating.
I am.
Ah.
Wings do that to people.
Very true, very true. Oh, where are we?
I don't know. I thought you could tell me.
Oh, well, it seems we're in the same predicament. Brian extends his hand and says, hello, the name is Brian.
Hello, the name is Spectrum.
Spectrum. An interesting name, interesting name. And
Thank
then
you. Brian as well. Interesting.
And Brian's gonna take a look around again and say, well, I found a sign back yay, and Brian's going to point in not the direction that he actually came from. He got lost. He got turned around somewhere.
Splash, splash, splash.
Funny enough, Fezzik's sort of just sitting on the floor in front of both of you.
Whoa. Whoa, what's up? That's weird. This is some funky water. I'm gonna like try and like drink a little.
You want
Yeah.
to make a Constitution saving throw?
I do.
Cost damage.
Oof. 8.
8. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some little DM magic.
Well, while it's taking a minute to kick in, hello, I'm Fezzik, and I'm gonna stand up to my full 8'7" and be like, oh wow, you guys are a lot tinier from up here.
Spectrum will fly up to face height just because
I'm gonna be like,
intimidating.
you're still tiny up here.
Fezzik, you take 4 points
Oof.
of acid damage.
Fezzik just starts retching.
All I can think of right now
Ugh.
with Fezzik is just that one trend that everyone's been doing where it's like, oh, put your phone at like your partner's height.
Yep.
And that's how they see you.
Yeah, you
All I
all
can think of.
you all look like that to me.
Yeah.
Fezzik's gonna like bend over and be like coughing and sputtering and wipe his mouth and be like, don't drink the water, guys.
It's Fredonia water.
It's
Oh,
literally,
gosh.
oh my gosh,
Oh my. All right.
too real.
Aside from that.
Who are you guys?
I'm going to first follow Fezzik's head from basically a little bit below mine to then standing 2 feet taller than me, basically.
Yeah, 2, 3. Yeah.
3
Yeah,
feet
he's
taller
big.
than me. And Brian is gonna say, "Oh, it's been a while, you lumbering oaf."
What's an oaf? Is that like an oat? I eat those for breakfast sometimes. Also, do I know you?
Oh gosh, really? Come on, Fezzik.
How do you know my name? Oh wait, I just told you. Sorry about that.
We've adventured a few times together now.
Real Fezzik moment.
How much have you been drinking recently, my friend?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Oh,
That's private. What are you, my doctor?
oh. I should be at this point.
A lot. Wait a minute. Brian? Nope, nothing. Wait. No, maybe? No. Yes. No. Yes.
At
And-
this point, Brian is going to bring out his alchemist jug and fill it up with some beer, and then he's gonna take a drink from it and then pass it over to Fezzik and say, "Maybe this will jog your memory."
I'm gonna take it one-handed and just like down it. I will not try and crush it against my head like a beer can, but that would usually be the next move. But I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Brian." I'm gonna like very heartily toss the jug back into your chest and be like, "It's been a while. Good to see you. Are you the reason we're here?"
So the jug actually weighs like 12 pounds. So Brian's gonna be not thrown back, but he's gonna be pushed back and he's gonna go, "Oh," as he catches the jug. And he's going to look over at Fezzik and say, "Well, I just woke up. I thought maybe one of you could possibly know anything, but
That happens a lot. Also, hello, fairy. I'm gonna go to shake your hand, but I'm just gonna like extend my pointer finger.
Hello. I'm Spectrum.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Did you put us here?
No.
Hmm.
I just awoke here.
I look at Fezzik and I say, well, as the two least magical people here, clearly, and I gesture to Spectrum's
We
flying
should gang
state.
up on the fairy. I like it.
Wait, what?
Wasn't thinking that necessarily.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was thinking that we could ask good Spectrum here if they could lend us some magical aid in getting
Oh
away.
yeah. Can you do that stuff?
I can.
Are you magical? You can.
Very.
Okay,
It's in my
yes.
blood.
Yes.
Well, hang on.
that
Just
makes
because you can
sense.
fly doesn't mean you're magical. Because they got wings.
That
like
is
a-
But
true.
yes, I am
like
magical.
a
See,
bird.
I will cast. I cast prestidigitation and just make sparkles.
Fezzik
Oh.
just like shoots back like a flashbang went off and is like, "Holy crap! That was incredible. Can you
Bruh.
do that again?"
Sparkles.
Whoa!
Brian shakes his head at the display and he mumbles to himself about some sparkling powder.
It's just glitter. It's a glitter bomb.
Must be some glitter or something.
So shiny. Hey, could you maybe like make some light in here so we can see? Because it's kind of dark.
Well, wait, is it dark?
It's darkness. I mean, Fezzik would just say it's dark.
Oh, okay.
Technically, it's not dark.
It's just
It's just
nothing.
there's
That's-
just nothing.
Yeah.
I know that, but my character
Oh,
doesn't.
gotcha, gotcha,
Well,
gotcha.
surprisingly, that's like the one thing I can't do without using extra
But that's
magic. So, here's a torch.
Well,
and
thanks.
then I use magic to light the torch.
Ooh. I'm gonna look over at Brian and be like, "You see this? That's pretty cool."
Whatever you say, big guy.
Can I like hold the torch up like full? It'll probably be like
Statue
10
of
feet up in
Liberty.
the air. Yeah, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm just gonna-
Fezzik is the Statue of Liberty.
Fezzik,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
In Rat City, yes.
Oh gosh. I still got the keychain.
Still got the keychain.
Yeah, Rat City was something we did in club last semester. Pretty fun, pretty fun.
Was.
But do y'all want to roll me perception checks real quick?
Of course.
Yes.
Including me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got advantage on this thing.
Ooh.
Because
Oh,
my item.
no.
I'll take
Except it didn't do all that much. Oh, actually, it's okay. I have a 15.
A 15, okay.
I got 20. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
I got a 18.
18, okay.
I got an 8.
8, okay.
My passive is better this time.
All right. So everyone that got 15 and above starts to see a little bubbling happen right where Fezzik was sort of like splashing about.
Oops. I didn't do it, guys.
As you see sort of a destination signpost sort of sprout out from like the ground again. This time pointing in the opposite direction of where Brian was heading.
What the heck is that?
Huh.
That's a weird looking tree.
Another one? Brian's gonna go meander his way over there.
I'm gonna follow, arms still fully extended above my head, like just like a lighthouse.
All right. All of you are sort of walking about. We're gonna switch back over to Dylan.
Yippee!
What was your... Oh, it was 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was an 8.
So as you're sort of just looking around, starting to hear the footsteps echo closer to you, some vines with thorns start to sprout up from the ground. Unaware, they start to latch onto your ankle before quickly darting up, sort of going all around till eventually reaching your upper body. Do you want to roll me a dexterity saving throw real
That
quick?
I can do. I'm not rolling good today, guys.
No, no.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, actually, that's not that bad. That's a 10.
A 10? Okay.
With a 2 on die, so it was really funny.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Welcome to my life, guys.
So, with that 10, you are able to sort of break some of the vines off, but they're growing rapidly at a pace which you cannot keep up with. As they start to pull you into the void itself.
I'm just picturing Dylan getting pulled into a void and just like a cut screen playing.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to be taking our first ad break. Our ad break will start up right after we, the players, take our own sort of break from everything. So yeah, we will be right back.
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun digs its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke, rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Hello, hello, hello. Just gonna look over real quick. Y'all can hear me in there. Thumbs up. Yep. Okay. And we are back from our ad break. I hope y'all liked it. I know I did until I got locked out for a minute, but it's fine now. It's fine. And yeah, we're gonna sort of resume things. But like I said, we're gonna be doing our little ad break. So I'm gonna turn it over to Bree. Bree, if people want to play D&D, just like how we play D&D on DnDVL, that's a tongue twister right there. Okay,
So many D&Ds in that.
yeah. Where should they go?
Well, the D&D club on campus meets Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m., usually in the Williams Center.
Okay.
204 ABC, second floor of the Williams Center. You can't miss it.
And if they're not in the Williams Center, where are they?
The Science Center, but we only have one more session in there, from what I remember.
Okay. Now we're gonna do some more plugs. Jerry, you're a part of some pretty cool clubs.
Yeah, I am. For example, I am part of Latinos Unidos, who is also a part of the intercultural student organizations. Such organizations include BSU, Brother to Brother, and Pride Alliance. Very cool clubs, and they're all welcome to everybody who wants to join in.
And you have any, like, what was I gonna say? Yes. Jerry?
Yes.
Yes. Also, me, personally, there's chess club. Chess club's really cool. It's really awesome. I should know. I'm the media coordinator, silly.
Wow.
Wow. Jerry knows how fun it is. He comes to every Friday session, which, by the way, if you don't know, Chess Club has moved to Fridays this semester. Specifically Fridays 4 to 6. We're in the Williams Center, most likely somewhere on the first floor. Just come, stop by, have fun. We're open to all skill levels, if you're new to it, come stop by, we can teach you. It's really fun, it's really nice. Even if you just, want to be in a room filled with people. It's really awesome. Jerry, describe some of your experiences at Chess Club.
So, I was part of Chess Club last semester, and around October, around the Halloween season, Chess Club did sorry, I cannot talk for right now.
You're
Chess
all
Club showed us how to do a Halloween gambit, which was very interesting to see, and I'm still trying to learn how to implement it. But Chess Club overall, like what Emma said, is welcome to everyone who's interested in chess. Welcome to all skill levels, such as myself. I'm not very good at chess, but I enjoy playing it. It's a very chill environment, and like what Emma said, we're all there. It's all welcome to everybody.
Amazing. Also, try think. Sorry, I'm blanking once again. Quick, Fezzik mumble.
Birds in the trees and the squirrels and the bees, but don't get too close, 'cause they'll sting you and it hurts. Ouch, 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 bees stinging me. Ouch. That's one of Fezzik has a lot of nursery rhymes from his childhood.
Okay, quickly. Jerry just remembered something about LU. What does LU need, Jerry?
Yes. So, for those who don't know, Latinos Unidos is currently looking for a vice treasurer. I'm a senior, and this is my last semester within the school. So, once I'm done, there will be a treasurer spot right open for business. So, if you are interested in becoming treasurer for Latinos Unidos, then you can follow us on Instagram on Latinos Unidos FSU and DM us and ask about the vice treasurer position, where you can work with me and I could show you how to basically do treasurer stuff for Latinos Unidos. And yeah,
It's a great opportunity, y'all. Wouldn't want to miss it.
great opportunity.
Thank you, Bree. Bree just sent me a message. Also, we would not be here today if it wasn't for the radio station, FRS. A little round of applause for them, not literally because it will be so loud on the microphones, but they are amazing people. They're letting us so graciously record these episodes here, again for a second semester. This is a great experience. Check them out also. Also, we have the Trident. I'm currently taking literary publishing as a class, and in that class we get to produce the Trident, which, by the way, the Trident is currently looking for submissions, whether it's poetry, prose, fiction, creative nonfiction, music, art. We're looking for it all. If you want to submit work, great. You can find us on Instagram or just a simple Google search, The deadline for the submissions is March 8th, and it's completely, and it's a great opportunity, It's amazing. And then, Twilin, did you have something that you wanted to promote?
Yes, I did. I am a composer, and I am a member of Ethos New Music Society, a club for anyone who likes writing music. Tomorrow, in Rausch in Mason Hall at 8 p.m., we'll be having one of our student composer concerts. If you are a fan of supporting new composers and student performers, it's a great time. I can vouch that all the other composers on the concert are great, and you'll have a nice mix of genres, and you may discover some music that you enjoy.
Alrighty. Lastly, you are listening to WDVL 88.9 The Inferno. And with that, let's resume. Unless there's any other ad breaks that we need. No? Okay. So where we last left off, Bree was getting, well, not Bree, more like Dylan Colosi, non-plural.
Singular Colosi.
Singular Colosi.
Colossi.
Colosi.
Wouldn't that be plural?
That's plural. Clozo.
Colosso.
Yes. She was currently getting wrapped up in some thorns. Ooh. Wow. Youch. But yeah, it started pulling you in. And before you knew it, you were starting to be brought back to a place and time that you never thought you would be brought back to.
Oh my gosh.
You look down at your hands. They're small and pudgy. And another small and pudgy hand takes yours. As you sort of start running through a large crowd, there's lights, there's tents. You're having fun. You're getting to spend some time with someone you just recently lost. And the others, as you're sort of walking through, you sort of see a hand sort of reaching out from the goop.
Ew.
What do you do?
Well, if there's something I've ever learned, you don't trust hands from the goop. I'm gonna kind of kick it. Just trying to get it back down in the goop.
All right. Dylan?
Hold on. I'm quoting this right now. Where's our quotes channel?
It should still be in the same place.
Gosh, I don't remember exactly what you said.
What I said?
Yeah.
Don't trust hands that come from the goop or something.
And then I kick it.
And then I kick it. Yeah. Get out of here. Hand.
As Fezzik is booting at it, Brian is gonna he's gonna look at Fezzik and say, don't you think it could possibly need our help?
No, 'cause I heard a story once where this hand came out of some water and it had a sword, and then it caused a bunch of problems and people died. So I'm gonna kick it. Once again.
Once again.
I'm curious. I want to see what happens when I kick it.
Yeah, what am I rolling?
You're not rolling anything.
Oh, I'm not rolling? Okay.
No. So you, as you're sort of running through the crowd, eventually stopping at a little custard stand with custard related things, I don't know. The hand grips yours a little bit tighter. As you look up, the face starts to fizzle out, almost like embers burning a page, before you're sort of thrown back out from the goop. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Yay. Wait. Yeah. That's a 16.
A 16? Okay. You sort of land right on your back. Not taking too much damage, but it does hurt a little bit.
A little bit youchy.
The rest of you see as this Eldarin sort of falls out from the goop. Originally just a hand.
Oh. There was a person attached to that. Oops. I'm gonna immediately run over and be like, "You okay, lady?"
What do you think? I just got my hand kicked and yeeted. I got my hand kicked and yeeted.
So, hey, wait a minute. I think I know you.
History checks are in progress right now.
Yeah. I'm also gonna run one down. Oh, I definitely
I'm
don't.
re-rolling that because that's not right, man. That looks better. I originally rolled a 9. I'm like, no, that's not right.
Oh. So what did you end up getting? What were the
18.
rolls? 18?
It was originally a 9.
I rolled just a 15 straight to see whether I remembered or not, and I figured that, I'd remember that. 15.
All right.
I got 10.
So, yeah, Brian probably does not remember. If it is, it's just sort of loose memory, oh, maybe. But, Fezzik and Dylan instantly recognize each other.
It's just the Spider-Man pointing meme.
Hey, wait a minute.
But except one of them's very confused.
Yeah.
Wait.
Can I help Dylan to her feet, but like just by like grabbing your arm and like a child, like just
Grab her cloak.
grab your.
The cloak lift up by the haunches.
Like a cat.
Can I just have you?
Yeah, if you want to make an athletics check.
Oh, of course. Are you okay with that?
I'm
if I pick you up?
100%.
Nice. How's a 19 sound?
A 19 sounds great. You easily pick up Dylan, who
Do you want me to set you down, or do you want me to like hold you from?
No,
Yeah, you
walk
can
back
set
to
me
the
down.
group with.
There you go.
instantly before seeing all the other changes Dylan has experienced, you notice that Dylan has grown 3 inches.
Hey, weren't you a little taller?
We don't talk about that.
Oh,
We don't talk about that.
I like your hair.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool.
But once again, all of you are sort of met. Spectrum, though, you're sort of just awkwardly.
Who are these people?
So you know each other?
Yeah,
You could say that.
yeah. I was hired to kill her.
Were you?
Yeah, trespassing. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
you were trespassing.
Aw.
Some little kid was like, "Please come kill these people." But then, I think yeah.
I vaguely remember
Yeah,
that.
Brian and I, we were in a treehouse, and some kid was like, "Kill these people, kill them!" And we were like, "Okay, little kid, why does your voice sound like that?" And he was like, "I don't know." And then he ran away, and then we didn't end up killing him. So are we supposed to finish that job?
Frankly, I don't think the little child is alive anymore.
I hope not.
I don't recall, though.
He was kind of mean. He bossed me around a little too much.
What?
Oh. What?
Welp. Reminder, this is all acts of fiction. None of it is real.
Not by my hand. Like he probably just grew old, had a family, and died at like 80.
Or, I mean, it's the Feywild. Something might have happened.
Maybe
to
he
him,
wasn't
right?
even a real
It
kid.
could have been the acid rain.
Oh my! Yeah,
been
there
acid
was the
rain.
acid
Yeah.
rain a few moments after we
Yeah.
were hired.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how we know each other, and now we're here. Which I don't know where here is, but I'm also the dumbest one here.
Perception checks.
Oh. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not using this try.
Still the dumbest.
I said goodbye to my try.
Oh wow, that's
21.
good. 24.
Better.
Nice.
Smart.
What,
6.
Perception.
6. Yes, Fezzik.
That is a 13.
13. Okay. So all of you sort of, well, besides Fezzik,
What else is new?
Everyone but Fezzik.
That's so good.
you sort of see the bubbling happen again as the pole sort of just pops up right behind Fezzik.
Oh, do I like bump into it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, another tree.
I don't think that they're trees, my good large friend.
I think you might be right, smarty pants man. My little smart friend.
Brian laughs.
Can I have another round of perception checks?
Yes. I'm just gonna be like poking it. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just-
that's a 23.
Okay.
That's
19?
an 8. I got an 8.
8. Okay. So Dylan, sort of just looks at Fezzik as he starts poking it, while Spectrum and Brian hear bubbling occur once more, like behind them. As both of you sort of turn around, you see the beginnings of a door sort of emerge. One where there's sort of a window like on the door towards the top, like the little 4-panel one. And there's a little handle. As it fully emerges, there's no lights on within, but there's a door now.
Cool.
So I'm gonna elbow Fezzik in the upper thigh, I guess. Is that the height area, or would that be your
that'd
your
probably
hip
that'd probably
or
be good.
around
Yeah.
your hip?
Yeah.
I'm gonna elbow Fezzik and point over to the door.
Oh whoa! Did you do that?
No?
Did I do that?
I hope not.
Did you do that?
Certainly not.
Well, you know what I always say about doors? And I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna kick it.
I'm like, just kick it. That's great.
I do just want to say the only thing I can think of is whenever Dylan looks at Fezzik, it's just the. Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
And it's just like the monkey with cymbals, like
Yes.
just,
No,
that's
just
all it is. Yeah. Except it's like a little kobold, just banging cymbals together.
Real.
All right, so you're gonna walk over and kick it.
Can I? What do we think, gang? Should I actually? Well, you guys actually
Brian-
can stop me.
Yeah, Brian's gonna hold his arm right
Oop.
as he catch his arm right as he gets close enough that he could feasibly kick it, and Brian's gonna say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I know how much you love breaking doors down, but there is a handle that we could feasibly try first."
I think
I would like to knock on the door.
I think it's too small for my hand.
See, that doesn't come up in Brian's mind, but yes, you can.
I
That
would like,
works. Yeah.
yeah. I would like
Though-
to knock on the door though.
Maybe it's good to check it in case there's wards on it.
That's why we kick it down, so we surprise whoever's behind the door. Because
But
what's
what if
more,
the door explodes on you because it has magic in it?
that would be pretty surprising.
Yes, and that's why I say let's check the door first.
But my friend Fezzik here, he loves surprises.
I do. Damn, just oh my gosh. I do love surprises.
But I don't
And
think
my
I don't think a
birthday's
good
coming.
surprise would be one of us dead.
Oh, that'd be a
So-
funny surprise.
So is someone knocking on the door?
Dylan will be knocking on
Knock
the
on the
door.
door. Yeah,
Okay.
As we're all discussing what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knock on the door.
She's going to give 3 resounding knocks.
Okay.
Roll. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll for each knock.
Roll performance.
Oh yes, actually.
Oh no.
I cast.
Oh.
Am I able to cast guidance?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, hang on.
Sounds. So much sounds. So many noises. This is DM ramble time.
That is a 13.
Ooh, 13? Okay. So the knocks are a little offbeat.
I tried to do shave and a haircut and it just does not happen.
Yeah, no. All right. But on the third and final knock, you see sort of a pop-up appear in front of your faces
It's like a pop-up ad.
that just says continue, yes, no.
No. Fezzik presses the no and just falls dead immediately. Like, no, you can't. I do not do that. I do.
Fezzik in the Family Guy death pose.
Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Do we all get a pop up, or does it just come up like in front of the door?
It comes up in front of the door.
Ooh. What's it say?
Brian is gonna look up at Fezzik and then facepalm at that. Just.
Is that what it says? That's weird.
No, you oaf. It says continue, yes or no.
Oh.
What would you like to do, my friend?
I'm gonna like rub my tummy and be like, oh, I'm kind of hungry.
Well then,
Like scratch my butt and be like, let's go.
I'm gonna look to Dylan and say, "Welp," and Spectrum, of course, and say, "Welp, I guess we should continue on."
I suppose so.
Fezzik's gonna raise his
And
hand.
if it be extra dangerous there, I can teleport us back. Though I don't know if we can teleport. I don't know if I can even teleport us out of here. This is a very strange place.
So Brian's gonna ignore Fezzik's raised hand.
I'm like holding my hand in front of your face.
yeah, and Brian's gonna purposefully kind of ignore the hand,
No.
and he's gonna respond to Spectrum and say, I don't necessarily know if I would like to come back here, but a teleportation spell is I could deal with a teleportation
yeah,
spell.
I mean, I could possibly just teleport us out of here, but I don't trust that this strange place has wards against that.
I guess the only way out would be through
Kicking
this
the door.
We can just continue.
By kicking the door.
Brian, before
It's
Fezzik
simple.
kicks the door, Brian's gonna punch through the continue option in the air. The yes.
Just so frustrated.
Yeah, he's just like, nope, and he just continue.
As you hit the continue button, the door starts to creak open, slowly but surely. As you see bricks start to fall from the sky, the ground starts violently shaking. As you see a building start to be built in front of you by nothing other than magic. Ooh.
It's just like the Lego sound, like when you're building
Yeah.
something
Oh
in the
my
village.
Lego Fortnite.
Exactly like Lego Fortnite.
I have a proposition for you after we're done.
Okay.
To
So-
play Lego Fortnite. Okay,
Maybe.
sorry.
I need dexterity saving throws from all of you.
Oh no.
Oh, I love that one. Oh,
That's a messed up one. I'm using your.
Oh, it's,
I got
Oh.
a nat 1.
Oh.
uh-oh.
I
You should have kicked it.
I got 17.
I got a
Nice.
13.
I got an 18.
dang, it's
What'd
nice.
you get? What'd you get over there? One more time.
One more
one.
time. One more time for the people in
For
the
the
back.
listeners in the back.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Sawyer, you want to explain why getting a 1 is bad in D&D?
Well, yeah, because so you have for each action and thing that you want to do, you roll a d20. And there's the two kind of the most rare options, which is getting a 20, a natural 20, where you can get some advantageous thing happen.
If you get 3 of them, you die.
You have a heart attack. Too much good things can lead to one bad. But and a nat 1, it's called critical failure. So whatever you do, if you roll a nat 1, you did really bad.
You done goofed.
Embarrassingly.
So
I can't wait to hear how this goes.
yeah, I'm so excited.
So all of you are sort of, except for Brian, all of you are able to sort of like step back a little bit and avoid any, anything from happening to you or like losing your like balance. Brian, on the other hand, punched the yes so hard, he starts tumbling towards the bricks falling down at the current moment.
It's just the Wii bowling meme of like the person going down the
Oh,
lane.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I just start
Brian.
rolling forward.
And you start rolling
Oh gosh.
through
I-
the door.
Oh.
All right.
Do you want me to try and grab you? Or
No, you moved
okay,
back
alright.
already.
Yeah. Bye.
I'm gone.
See you,
Bye,
Brian.
buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Stay right.
Brian, as you sort of start rolling through the door, you notice that the inside is not the same as what's happening on the outside. You feel like you're almost teleported to somewhere else at the current moment. And you see, let me think. You start to see some stuff. You hear some laughter. You hear some, you smell some food being made on like a table. It feels like a lively environment almost. And that's when you hear one voice, one very familiar voice that sounds like a relative of yours. And right before you can reach the light and this group of people that are obviously having a dinner of sorts, you are then pulled back out from the door as it slams right in front of your face.
Oh.
And all of you sort of just see Brian getting dragged back out.
Brian's hair is now all ruffled. and he kind of looks like he just saw a ghost, or several of them.
What was in there?
Are you okay?
You good?
Yeah, he's fine. What was in there?
I don't rightly know. I don't think I can. Something I've lost.
Okay. But as Brian gets pulled out, the finalizing touches are made. And the lights turn on in there.
Ooh. So is the door closed again?
The door is closed again.
Well, obviously what was in there scared my friend Brian. So I say, but does anyone else want to say what's coming?
I assume you
I
want
think
to
it's
kick in the
time
door.
for kick the door. Can I try and kick that
Can
son
I-
of a gun open?
Can I please kick this door?
If you want to make an attack against the door
Oh,
with
100%.
advantage.
Yes.
Oh my
Well, we'll
god.
do
I
both.
know very little about you, but this is something I can now predict.
Fezzik would like to kick the door for 500, Emma.
Yeah.
Take
Yes.
Classic. What am I adding? Just strength?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be a 16.
16? Yeah, you are able, after the second kick, to burst it open. And
All right.
light surrounds all of you now.
Ooh. What's in the door?
You're gonna have to step in to see. Because
gonna-
right now, all of you have the blinded condition, just FYI.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to
Brian-
muscle through looking to beat up whoever scared the crap out of my buddy. I'm a little grumpy about that.
Yeah, Brian's gonna follow after.
Let's go get these guys.
Not concerned for himself, but concerned for whoever Fezzik will find in
Oh, yes.
in the house.
Yeah, Dylan's gonna follow soon after with the same sense.
Okay. So everyone goes in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before Fezzik goes in there, Spectrum will just grab onto the fur on his shoulders so that they get pulled with him.
Yeah, you're just
just
flying along.
Floating
yeah,
along.
just holding on, being pulled.
Here we
gliding.
go.
As all of you enter, you're met with a warm welcome from a woman who has brown hair about shoulder length, has on pink glasses, is wearing some type of zip up fabric thingy, wearing mostly all black.
Can I roll to hit? I'm kidding.
And she sort of just stands at the bar.
Who are you? Did you scare my friend over here? Because that's not very nice.
I mean, in a way I did, yes, but in a way I didn't.
Where are they? Brian interrupts.
They're somewhere. They're somewhere, all right. Maybe they're somewhere within you.
Ew. I'm gonna turn to Brian and be like, Did you eat these people?
I don't think so.
I hope that's gross.
They, can you clarify? Who do you mean?
My family.
You saw your family?
Yes. I heard them. They were having dinner. I haven't seen them in so long. I almost didn't recognize them. Been looking for them.
Also, for the viewers at home, the person I just described tending the tavern is me. It is me.
Yeah. I love it.
Nice.
But yeah, I look towards all of you and I sort of go, so what brings you to the end today?
What?
Well, you stepped into this fine establishment called the End. Obviously, you're looking for something.
Oh yeah.
Maybe answers?
What you got to eat? Like you got a menu or something?
I I mean, I can make a menu, I guess.
I just want like some grub. I'm kind of hungry. And
Oh.
also something for my buddy Brian. He looks a little.
Could I have
shaken.
a whiskey on the rocks?
Of course. And I sort of just snap my fingers and it appears.
Oh,
Ooh.
Brian sits down and he drinks it in one gulp, and then he puts it down and slides it across the bar for another.
Just give me a moment. The tavern owner should be arriving soon. If you don't mind, I sort of take the rag that was draped over my shoulder and place it on the countertop, snapping my finger for a final time before vanishing.
What? I didn't get my food. What? Isaac's gonna like slam the bar and be like, oh, like.
Remember,
get my
Yelp
food."
exists. You can
Huh?
give them a poor rating on Yelp.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I let out a yelp when I get hurt. It's like this.
Um,
Ouch.
that's when all of you hear a knock coming from the door you just entered from.
Brian is staring into the bottom of his glass, not
What?
paying attention.
Spectrum will turn around and keep a. It'll just be like when this person walks in, they will have just daggers at this person.
What's around me that I can throw? Like, can I pick up a bar stool?
100% if you want
I'm
to.
red like a tomahawk.
You want
Like,
to throw me?
do you want to be thrown?
I'm okay with it.
Does
Wow.
does
I'll,
Dylan Closey count as an improvised weapon?
Now
and
she
I am
does.
proficient with improvised weapons, so okay. I'm gonna pick up Dylan Colosi by the hood, like I'm gonna swing you around like a sling. So I'm ready to do that. Bar stool in the other hand.
Whee!
All right. As you ready both your actions, there's a couple more knocks on the door, and you hear a faint, "Hello, is anyone there? I'm lost. I'm really scared. This is the only place I see for a while, or like anywhere, and I don't know what is this place. Is anyone there, please? Please."
Yes,
Physics.
there's someone here.
We're closed.
What? We don't even own this place.
Brian.
Come back tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know that there was places or like, I don't know. Are there times? No, I'm just gonna come in. I'm sorry if this is trespassing. And they sort of open the door.
They're getting ready to roll.
Oh no. You see a young sort of teenager, probably about 15, 16, walk through the door. Long black hair, sort of braided off to the side. They are wearing a purple wizard's hat along with sort of like a burgundy or like purplish vest with like sort of like a like puffy white linen shirt, dark pants, auburn boots, sort of like strolling. They take their hat off, sort of placing it on their chest, and they're just like, I'm sorry for barging in, but and they look at
throw
Fezzik.
the bar stool. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit their armor class, so I'd like
No.
to say it just flies and like smashes
Hits the
into the
wall.
wall behind them. Just,
Okay. Yeah, it sort of just darts past them, and they sort of look past, and they're just like, oh, maybe this is a bad time. Maybe you are closed for a reason. Okay.
No. Don't.
I'm gonna
Don't
start
worry about my friend
spinning
here.
Dylan like a sling, like getting
Don't-
ready.
Don't worry about my friend here. You were also lost.
Yeah, I was trying to find my way home, and I was going to a wizarding academy in the city, and what was it called? Rosewood, maybe? I don't know. I was going there, and somewhere along the way, I got lost, and I need to get back. the orientation is happening soon, and I need to be there for that. I'm the first in my family to even be admitted to a school like this, where we don't use magic typically, and I need to be there for that, because if I get in and I'm able to do all of this, and they sort of just keep rambling on and on and on about how they have to be there for their orientation.
You know, I think would my character possibly know of this rosewood?
Roll history at disadvantage.
Okay, this is. I'm hoping. 9.
So with a 9, nothing really comes across. You know, you've heard of a ton of like different wizarding schools, a lot of different apprenticeships, but Rosewood isn't really sticking with you.
Oh, I wish I know of many, even though I never had to go to any of them. Darn it! This could have been a perfect teleportation opportunity, and see if teleportation works.
So he's lying, is what you're saying.
No.
So I'll kill him.
No. I'm
Okay.
sure there is. I'm sure there is a rosewood, but I was thinking if I could possibly help this person, but I don't think I can because I don't know the place I'd be teleporting them to.
I can help him.
No. Absolutely not.
What if he made the darkness that we were in? What if that's his fault?
I don't think so. I guess I could roll insight to make sure that.
Yeah, if you want to roll
Can
insight,
I
go.
roll insight too to see if he?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Never mind.
21.
Okay, so, the person standing in front of you is so frazzled. It's very unlikely that they caused this.
No, they didn't. They're likely one of us.
Fezzik's gonna look at everyone in his group and look at the teenager and be like, "Okay, doesn't look like us."
I'm sorry. Is there like a dress code? Like, I don't know. What's the dress code?
I don't think so, dear.
Fezzik's just gonna like flex and be like, "This."
Ooh.
Well, that would mean that I'm not meeting the dress code because I don't have that.
No. Just still flexing.
Anyway,
While swinging villain.
what's your name?
While swinging villain.
My name's Sid. I come from Swiftwater. It's a really it's a rural farming area. I don't know how I ended up here.
Well, join the club. Literally, come hang out with us.
Oh.
Or not, I don't know.
Brian
I
at this
shouldn't make
point.
decisions.
Brian at this point is gonna stand up and glance over at Sid. His mind is very much elsewhere at this time, and he's gonna walk behind the bar and pour himself another drink.
As you go behind the bar to pour yourself another drink, can you roll me perception real quick?
Yeah, I sure can. Ooh, that is going to be a 21.
With a 21, you sort of, as you go to grab a glass, you notice that the glass is handed to you instead. As sort of like a blobous, sort of like black goopy figure emerges from underneath and hands Brian the glass.
Ah, a full one, I assume, right?
Yeah.
I glance at the black blob and say, "Thank you much." And then I sit back down and I drink this one slower than the last.
Bree is looking at me disapprovingly. I don't appreciate it.
Just a little silly thing with my class. Don't worry about it.
Silly goofy?
Kind of.
Funny, haha.
Funny, haha, yeah.
Oh.
Well, tee-hee.
Little teehee moment.
But this creature sort of comes out and sort of sits on top of the countertop, and they start to fix their little round glasses as they sort of look at all of you, and they take the little rag and put it over their shoulder, and they sort of just motion for all of you to sit down.
Can the chairs hold me?
Let's roll and find
Cause they-
out.
Yeah, wait, have you calculated how much
Yes,
he weighs?
I'm like around like 600 pounds.
600
Like, I'm just
pounds?
massive.
Just
yeah.
large. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So these wooden stools are going to be creaky
They might
if,
give out.
if anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. DM roll.
Roll until we find out, though.
That's the fun of it. Yeah. Roll to not break the chair.
Or to break the chair.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh.
The chair rolled a strength check.
How's the chair doing?
Is it proficient?
Yeah.
The chair got a 3.
Oh,
Crash.
straight through the chair.
I would probably guess that while sitting, I'm still like able to eat off the bar, even
Ve-
though I'm sitting on the
close.
floor. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Spectrum will have to stand on the stool to be able to reach the bar.
All right. So all of you sit down, including Sid, and this blob-like creature sort of like starts handing you little paperwork. And as they're pushing the paperwork towards you, you notice that the edges of the paper start to sizzle a little bit. As they sort of hand you all a contract.
I can't read.
I'm sitting next to Fezzik, and I take his contract.
You're gonna have to.
and-
Yeah, you're gonna have to read this.
All right. So, the contract is essentially stating that your time is up. That your story has thus concluded. And you are more than welcome to spend the rest of your days here. On the premise that you maintain this building.
So we are dead.
I don't feel dead. I mean, when I broke that stool, it kind of hurt my butt. And I don't think dead people can feel stuff. Or maybe they can. I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never been dead before.
I've never either.
Have any of you guys been dead before? I mean, I feel dead inside some days, but that's just me.
I don't think I can't be dead. I can't. I was just on my way to school. I was just there. I was almost there.
Well, I don't feel. It'd be odd if dead souls had their magical powers and such. So I don't think we're dead.
Yeah, me neither.
So I think there's still a chance that we can get back.
Can I look? Is there like a door to this establishment other than the one that we came in? Like, is there a front door?
That is the front door.
Oh.
But if you want to look around for any other doors,
Yeah, I was just like gonna leave.
yeah,
Like, just be like, I've had enough of this.
yeah. If you want to roll me investigation,
Yeah, let me see if there's a
And if anyone else wants to roll investigation,
6.
Absolutely.
Instead of rolling an investigation, Brian is going to look at the ooze bartender, and Brian is gonna. He's just gonna stare for a little bit. That's it. He's not gonna investigate anything. He's just confused.
the
and
blob sort
lost.
of waves at Brian.
Brian nods.
Well, I'm stumped, guys.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I only got an 18.
Do you guys have
Or
any
not 18,
crayons?
10.
I got an 18.
Oh, nice.
I got 6 on the investigation, so I'm finding like some dust on top of the bar that I can draw in. And that one's a horse?
So what was the investigation check? Sorry.
6.
6?
18.
10, 18. Okay. So, Spectrum, you sort of go around. You notice that you can't see the outside of the tavern from inside. Even though there's windows, all of it is sort of just, you can't see anything. For Fezzik, you sort of just stand at the front door looking at it like, that's a door, all right.
That's a door. Very kickable.
And then Dylan, you almost hear a little voice, a faint voice, telling you to look to your right. As you see a woman with blonde hair sort of walk down a long hallway. The death stare right now.
Is this who I think it is?
More than likely, yes.
Hold on, I'm putting in my channel.
Okay. And she gestures for you to follow her.
Was I right? In who I'm
Yes.
guessing? Oh no.
But yeah. Ooh, that's not the right place. I was looking for my DM notes. Do you follow her?
I do follow her.
You do follow her?
I do follow her.
You come across a long hallway with rooms, each one with sort of a number associated with it and an empty nameplate. As she walks down the hall, she stops at room 57. As she opens the door and walks in, do you continue
I
following?
do continue following her.
You continue following, and you see an empty room. Sort of nothing in there besides a canopy bed and a cradle. For everyone else, the blob sort of like make some bubbling noises to try and get your attentions. If all of you want to roll perception checks real quick.
Already staring right at him.
Yeah, Brian, you don't have to roll. You are good to go.
5. I'm invested in that door.
It is like
I'm like-
static
I'm like,
on a
snip.
TV.
That's a door.
It is like static on a TV for Fezzik.
Yeah.
Always.
What does everyone... Twylin, what did Spectrum get?
Repeat what you said?
Roll perception.
Perception. Okay. I was doing.
You're all good.
A whole 13.
Okay. So you hear the bubbling noises faintly, and you... What do you do?
Repeat the noise. What was the noise that I heard?
Bubbling.
Bubbling. I guess I just stay on my guard, because that usually means something's about to appear.
Okay.
But I try to keep close to someone else I know.
All right. Brian, the blob sort of gestures and like sort of faintly points towards like Spectrum and Fezzik, and also in the other direction towards Dylan, sort of gesturing for them to like come back and sit down, and like trying to get you to like catch their attention.
Door.
Just door. Bold door.
I'm gonna see the bubbling and look over at Fezzik and be like, "Come here, big guy.
Someone say my name? What's up?
Over here," and I'll wave
okay.
him over.
Clomp, clomp, clomp. What's up? What's up, boss?
Take a look.
Oh, what?
And the blob sort of just starts patting the paperwork and like holds a quill towards you to like sort of write down.
I'm gonna once again go, I can't read, and like just like I guess like punch the paper. Like I know it's on the countertop, but I just wanna like slam my fist into it. Like I can't read this.
All right. You hit the paper definitely, and you definitely leave sort of like a little dent into the bar top now.
Proud of you.
That'll buff out.
So Brian's gonna see this and relay what is on the paper to Fezzik.
I don't know what any of that means, but that sounds stupid. And I'm gonna thump the paper again and be like, again, can't read.
And the blob sort of just puts its hands over its head and sort of like cowers for a moment.
Yeah. Sounds like a slimy deal, if you ask me. And then I'm gonna be like, where's the other lady?
The blob sort of like tilts his head in like
I'm not talking to
confusion.
you.
Oh.
The blob, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
I'm not talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you.
Yeah, the DM.
Sorry.
Already got blob beef on session 1.
Blob beef on session 1.
Oh yeah.
That's a quote for sure.
Can I real quick roll investigation into the contract and kind of just like really intently peruse?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
100%.
Awesome. Oh wow, that's great. 12.
Okay, with a 12, you sort of stare at the paper, and you're staring at it, and you're staring at it. And there's definitely some fine print there, but it's in a language unheard of for you.
Oh. Darn it. I'm gonna look up and be like, "Welp, I'm stumped. Can't read the fine print."
Yeah, words are hard.
You can say that again, my friend.
I say we go wherever Dylan went, because I bet wherever she is a lot more fun than where we are right now. With papers we can't read, a weird blob that keeps jumping into conversations.
The blob sort of just looks at you, just like, what?
Get out of here. Can I try and like scare the blob away? Like see if I can intimidate it?
Yeah, if you want to roll intimidation
course
with
I do.
advantage.
Oh, yes,
He is
I do.
like 20 times the size of the blob after all.
How does a unnatural 20 sound?
Yeah, the blob sort of just cowers, falls backward off the bar top, and is just sort of completely flat now. It is a puddle on the
Yeah.
floor.
Get out of here. That's right. Trying to make me read.
It starts scurrying down the hallway that Dylan went down.
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna whisper over to Brian and be like, I'm gonna look at Brian and my fellow pixie friend and be like, you guys wanna go kill it?
No, I don't want to kill it.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm just gonna start walking down the.
Brian smiles to himself and then grabs one of the contracts, folds it up, and puts it in one of his bags of holding.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
And then follow Fezzik down the hall.
All right. As y'all, so who's going down the hall?
I think all three of us.
I
Okay.
am.
Yeah, I think we're all on the.
All right. Okay. So you make your way down the hallway, noticing that there is an open door. You all also notice that the doors have numbers on them, nameplates. Except once you get to the open door, you see that the room is titled 57 and labeled also as Dylan's room.
That's weird.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
Brian is gonna point at the name and be like, "Huh. I wonder how long Dylan's been a part of this residence."
Maybe we're in Dylan's like childhood home or something, and she's the. And I'm gonna like look at the numbers. So we're gonna be like 57th. I'm gonna look
Shy.
at Brian for reassurance.
Brian is gonna be nodding.
Okay,
And-
57.
50, and Brian is also gonna be like, one of, but there are more rooms, so Dylan must have one large family.
Her parents must love each other very much.
Very much indeed.
The stork must come around here a lot.
Cut to Bree just sitting here with like an awkward grin, just like, well,
About that.
about that.
But roll me perception checks real quick.
Everybody?
Alright,
Yeah.
Hooray.
let's get this going.
Wait, even me?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I'll just be quiet for this one. I don't think a 6 will get me anything, so I'll just...
How about
just-
how about a 26?
I gotta wait for my sheet
Oh.
to load.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for my sheet to load.
Okay. Twilin?
18.
18? Okay.
Nice.
That's a 10.
10. Okay. So, first off, Dylan, in that trance that you were in earlier, it sort of starts to break free as you sort of see Fezzik standing outside, just looking right at you. But Brian and Spectrum, Brian sort of notices it first, but he notices that Sid is standing at door number 1, sort of just looking at it. Also noting that Sid appears to be in sort of a trance-like state as they turn the knob and sort of go through it.
Brian is gonna look at Fezzik and say, I think you should wait here for Dylan. And then Brian is just gonna
Okay.
start walking down the hall towards Sid without really saying much to the group.
Spectrum will follow.
Yeah, Spectrum
I got-
definitely notices.
I can stand here and do nothing. I'm good at that.
Yeah. And then I call back as I'm like by around like door 30 or something like that. And I call back to Fezzik. I'm like, but once you find Dylan, come down to door 1, and then keep on walking.
As soon as you're like out of earshot, you hear me be like, man, more counting. God.
So y'all make your way to door 1. In that room, as you sort of peer in, you notice Sid is sort of just standing there, holding a picture frame. The room looks like it's from like a farm ranch. There's bunk beds upon bunk beds upon bunk beds with like stray straw sort of like gathered everywhere. And tears start rolling down their face. And they sort of just look up at both of you and they're like, I think we are. I think we are gone. I don't think there's going back from this. I don't know. I don't know what type of magic this is. Whatever it is, it's too powerful. And they sort of place the photo down onto like a little end table. They're just like, it's too powerful. Whatever this is, there's no stopping it. This is something more powerful than a lich. I don't know how we're going to get out of this.
Kicking doors.
We will, I promise you, we will get out of this. We have yet to figure out the magic of this place, but when we do, we can get out of here and we can go back to our lives. But in the meantime, we have each other, you know? We can hang out here and you're going to school to learn magic, right? Maybe I can teach you some things.
Maybe. And that's when the blob sort of appears and starts pulling onto like Brian's leg, just like trying to get your attention.
Brian's gonna look down at the little thing, say, "Oh, hey, little guy," and Brian's gonna reach his hand down and see if the little blob wants to get a little ride.
Okay. Yeah, the blob sort of just happily goes into your hand, you know.
Cool. I raise him up and I point to my shoulder and hold him very close to it.
And he sort of just hops onto your shoulder.
And I'm like, what do you want us to do, my friend?
It starts pointing out into the hallway.
Brian's gonna follow the directions of the slime.
And it starts pointing towards rooms. Which, by the way, for you three, do you mind rolling me a D100 real quick?
Oh, yes.
Who's us three? I assume
Everyone but me.
you're already
Yeah.
in a room.
Mm-hmm.
A D100.
I got a 37.
Is the 0, 0, 100 or 10?
So you'd roll 2 dice. One
Oh,
for the
D10
one,
and D100 or just?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
for the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 75.
Okay.
Giant bag of dice.
That is a 29.
A 29, okay. And the blob sword just points you to all of your rooms.
All of our rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As you stumble across each of the doors, you notice that there's nameplates there now that say your names.
Fezzik is really far down the hallway now, though.
I am. Yeah. Are they? I was gonna ask. Are they like numerically, or are they like random? Like.
They are numerically. So,
Okay.
and it's also like how a street is, where evens are on one side, odds on the other.
Okay.
Um,
So have I assume I left kind of the doorway of Bree's room, and
Yeah.
or Dylan's room, and now it's okay.
Yep.
I can't read the Fezzik, but I recognize it because other people have written it for me. Like, I think that's my name.
But yeah. The doors sort of start calling towards you. And you start to feel a weird pressure in the center of your foreheads as you reach for the doorknob, reaching closer and closer towards it. And that's where we're ending tonight's session, y'all.
Oh man,
All right.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's. Oh my gosh.
Gotta get people to tune in not next week, but the following week, because DnDVL is now operating on a bi-monthly schedule. So that means
Oh,
every other Sunday we air an episode.
nice. Very cool.
Interesting. Cool, yeah.
Mhm. So lastly, just as a reminder, everything we say and do tonight on everything we did say or do on tonight's episode of DnDVL, if I could speak.
You got this.
I got this.
I believe in you.
Is acts of fiction. None of it is real. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. Lastly, once again, plug in for D&D Club.
We meet Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 at the Williams Center. Except for, I think it's this week. Let me double check. I believe I'm hitting literally all of the wrong buttons on my device. My phone's literally in my lap. I'm smart, guys.
You're doing a great job, sweetie.
All these darn technologies.
Oh, nope, we are in the Williams Center next.
Okay. And yeah. We're just gonna. How does everyone feel about tonight's episode? Y'all like it? Y'all enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I always have a little bit of an itch to like smash stuff and break stuff, but I'm also very curious what's behind this door. Like I wanna find out.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, after his foggy memory, he's starting to recall things of his past that he hasn't thought of in a very long time.
Yeah. I don't even want to get into my character stuff. I don't even want to. I'm not ready for that.
It's gonna be a lot.
Oh boy.
So
I might
that's why you
cry.
should tune in next time on DnDVL. But yeah, it's been a wonderful time, and we're gonna go around and say goodbye to people. First off, goodbye, Jerry.
Goodbye.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.
Next up, we have Bree.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Bree.
Next up, we have Andrew.
Don't turn the lights off. Don't turn my mic off, please. No, I'm kidding. Bye, guys.
Bye, Andrew.
Next up, we have Twylan.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Then we have Sawyer.
Alrighty. See you guys next time.
And lastly, little old me. It's been a wonderful time, y'all. And like I said, tune in not next week, but the following Sunday. We hope to see all of you there. And with that, that has been DnDVL Season 2, Episode 1. Goodbye.
Days seem sometimes as if they'll never end. Sun takes its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken fading summer skies. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil, uprooted from its garden. They'll tell you what you owe, but no, even so, rises the moon. You'll be visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream.